All right, fuck boys. It's episode 19.
Terrible start. I gotta stop relinquishing intro duties to you.
No, because
I should know this is gonna happen.
I'm so much more better.
You know what? You might be right. It's okay though.
Well, number 19.
Yeah, number 19. Hey, we're gonna have enough episodes to be able to drink soon. We should do episode 21 hammered.
Sounds like a plan.
I never even thought of that.
21 will be legal.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
Anyways, as you can tell, it is not Wednesday. It's Thursday. Well, for you. For us, it's Wednesday. This is getting weird. But we went ahead and switched our schedule around a little bit. Because we have scheduling issues and because this makes more sense. Before we were recording on Sundays and we were uploading on Wednesdays, and we realized it kind of didn't make sense because when we would release on a Wednesday, stuff came out the day before we released, but we were talking about the stuff that came out a week ago because we recorded Sunday. So we were basically releasing a week behind schedule by accident.
Yeah.
So now we are recording Wednesday nights and uploading probably Wednesday night. If all goes as planned. It shouldn't be too difficult. So you'll hear this on Thursday now, which is way better because we're going to be talking about the stuff that happened this week.
Yeah, because games, for some reason, have to come out on a Tuesday. I don't fucking get why.
I always felt like Friday would be a better option. Don't you
the
think?
Weekend.
Yeah. I feel like movies come out on a Friday. It's weird that like even DVDs and Blu-rays and shit come out on Tuesdays and music comes out. Everything comes out Tuesdays.
I don't get it.
I wonder if there's a reason for that.
Probably some really fucking analytical reason.
Yeah, like shit sells better on a Tuesday after 3 p.m. or some shit.
Because you're so bored, I guess.
Yeah. So that's our new schedule for the podcast anyways. If you haven't seen already, we uploaded our first video finally. It's some sweet, hilarious Madden 16 gameplay. Go check it out. It's pretty funny. You should subscribe to our channel anyways, because we're going to be great. We got a bunch of videos in the works, gameplay recorded, all sorts of stuff. We got
Gonna end up with Cam Newton every game.
God, I hope not. God, I hope not. It's the first half of a game because we made the mistake of leaving on the normal clock and not putting on the accelerated clock. So the game took about 26 hours.
It took forever.
Yeah, it was
especially with them shitty quarterbacks in the snow.
Why did you turn snow on?
It was not a good idea.
It was not a good look. So that's out. Go give it a look, a listen, a watch, whatever the hell you do. If you're blind, you can listen. If you're deaf, you can watch. Or if you're a normal person, you can do both. It'll be great. So that's out. The next one I think will be up probably end of this week. I would say. I just got to edit it. Well, I don't even have to edit it. I just have to put some pieces together because I edited the whole thing at once and then cut it in half. Anyways, should we get started with some news?
What happened this week?
Well, the first thing I have on my sweet little list here is not what I'm going to go start with. So we're going to get all loopy in here. So since we just watched it, we watched 10 minutes. Well, it was supposed to be 10 minutes. It turned out to not be. Either that or 10 minutes flew by. We watched some Star Wars Battlefront gameplay, and our resident Star Wars expert Birdman will now analyze.
That shit was dope.
And that's our analyzation. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
That's about it. You can't really... I mean, it's a lot better than I thought. When DICE took over, everybody pretty much just thought it was going to be Battlefield, but with a Star Wars skin.
Yeah, the old Battlefield reskin.
It's not that at all. What competitive shooter do you know that you can switch from
first to third? I can't think of any off the top of my head. There might be one, one ever. But even from my perspective as a non-Star Wars person, it looks pretty damn fun. The sounds are awesome. I have to admit, space lasers are fucking cool.
It sounds really crisp, and that's really all they've given so far. It's just what it looks and sounds like. Like, they've shown us a couple of the modes, but we don't know how customization works. We don't know how the guns, if you can switch out your gun. Yeah. I haven't seen any like combat, like ship combat, but there were aircraft flying around within that same battle.
Yeah, and it looked great. Cool. Like, it looked super fun.
Yeah, there was the guy playing sucked, but
he blew himself up with a rocket, so that's not great.
Yeah, I didn't see any resolution drops, or didn't seem like there was any optimization issues. But then again,
it's only alpha.
Yeah, they're just trying to make it look pretty. It could come out terrible.
There was a little spawn issue. Dude kind of got spawn killed a couple times, but it's alpha, like we said. That's not really the point at this state in the game. It's more to kind of iron out technical bugs. Like, I don't know what honestly happens in an alpha stage. So, yeah, it looked fun even from an outsider in terms of Star Wars perspective. So I'm hyped for the beta next month.
Yeah, it looked fresh, like, because all the shooters coming out are kind of stale, and you're just looking for something new. This looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. So if you haven't seen the video, good luck fucking finding it. Because I don't even know if we watched the right one.
Yeah, the one we watched, like, we tried to actually watch the link on YouTube and it was taken down.
Yeah. So I don't know what we actually watched, if it was the real video or not, but check out some gameplay, period. It looks pretty legit. Next on our funky little list. Anyways, I said that because I mixed up the words set and list and made list. The Rock Band 4 set list was released. 60 songs, which numbers-wise puts it on par with the first Rock Band. I think the first Rock Band had 62 or 64. After that, it was right around 80. But with you being able to access all of your DLC from the previous games, that initial set list isn't really that important. And you weren't thrilled with it?
No, it was just because there was still lack of Five Finger Death Punch, still lack of Volbeat, lack of the bands that like we listened to. It was more like of the songs that actually try to get the whole band involved, which is good. There needs to be more songs that actually incorporate everything, like keyboard.
Right. We got to get one of those fucking keyboards.
And I don't actually like. I still, with the whole 250 complete band list, like, that it doesn't come with 2 guitars or
are you 100% sure it doesn't come with 2 guitars?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm like 80% sure.
Yeah,
because I did look on the website and it only showed, like, the picture only showed one guitar.
Yeah, I saw that, as a matter of fact. That'll suck, but I mean, we could always
just get another one.
We could always give the bassist an old guitar.
Right. Yeah.
So, I want to get the band edition for sure. We could go halvesies on it or
Does
something.
that come out? That comes out this month, right?
I want to say October 6th. For some reason.
That seems about right.
I'm not
it's probably
the date
a Tuesday.
Sticks out in my head for some reason. It probably, it's clearly a Tuesday. But I think that's when it is. Not 100% sure, but for some reason that date sticks out in my head. I mean, the set list it's pretty varied in the types of music that it has. Obviously, it needs to be. But look, I wonder, they're still going to release DLC songs, right? They're not just going to put out this set list and the old DLC.
I don't know. I mean,
there's no way they can't release new DLC because new music's always coming out.
Yeah,
and they have to keep their game recent.
And some of the songs that they had for the set list were fairly new too.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
that Breaking Benjamin song, Failure. That's like
song's dope.
Within a couple months.
Yeah, it's their newest album, and then that just released last month. So it's I mean, it's 60 songs. It's not as many as I'd like to see, but it's not.
Then again, they're still, like you said, they're still letting you use all of the songs we spent hundreds of dollars on, probably.
Which is great, because I spent a lot. Every time we get together and play Rock Band, I'm like, let's buy songs.
Buy them all again? No way.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't. If I couldn't use my previous DLC, I don't know that I'd get it. Especially with the 60 song set list, I don't think I would.
Yeah.
That's just, I'd end up spending way too much money. It'd be ridiculous. But since you can have all that DLC, the 60 song set list isn't really that bad. So, anyways. Next on our list, okay, so some Need for Speed news in the building. News number one, topic number one on the list, whatever you want to call it. They're having a closed beta for Need for Speed, and signups end the 25th of September. So if you're interested in Need for Speed at all, you might as well hop in the closed beta and see what it's about. I'm looking forward to seeing if it's going to be similar to the old Underground games in terms of customization or not. And I'm hoping that it will be, because I know most Need for Speed fans missed that series. The Underground series was probably the best in terms of Need for Speed. Maybe Most Wanted is probably second, just because it's like old. You know, it's like the classic Need for Speed. But I'm gonna check it out. PC or beta signups end 25th. So if you're interested at all, you might as well. It can't hurt. It's another one of those things, you don't have to pay for it, and you don't have to pre-order or anything. So
it's just hard for me to get into racing games.
No, I agree. That's why I'm hoping that there's a shit ton of customization. Otherwise, I can't even, I want to play Forza 6, but I don't know how much customization.
It just looks like one of those other regular hardcore racing sims where you're doing 80-lap races. I don't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
It's too many laps.
Yeah, it's not for me. I used to do stuff like that, but now with the amount of time I have to play games, an 80-lap race is not going to do it. The other Need for Speed news is that they delayed the PC version to remove the 30 frames per second cap. So that's kind of an iffy thing. I think it got delayed till spring, which is kind of shitty because it's supposed to come out in November. But I guess, PC guys, they love their 60 frames. And I understand why. It's super pretty.
Yeah. So I love playing like Metal Gear Solid and Mad Max in 60 frames. And anytime it goes under, I'm kind of like, ugh, get your shit together.
Yeah, 60 frames is super sweet, but I don't know that it should take that long to remove the 30 frames per second cap. Obviously, some optimization needs to be done, but that's a pretty big delay. So that kind of sucks. I probably wasn't going to get it on PC anyways if I got it. I'd probably get it on Xbox, but sucks for PC
Forza?
peeps. No.
Need for Speed?
Yeah, Need for Speed. If it lives up to what I want it to be, which I doubt it will because it hasn't in how long. But anyways, the Taken King's out. Destiny? Did you look at any of the reviews or anything like that?
No, and I was gonna get it, but I just decided not to.
I didn't decide either way yet because I want to wait to see if it's actually what we thought it was going to be. I've heard good things thus far, but the thing is I don't want initial impressions. I want a couple weeks from now, I want to hear what people are saying about it.
Because everybody's just going to be like, oh, this all looks cool. This is great. This is totally worth all the money.
Yeah, that's what happens with new things. I don't want to get stuck in, I'll get hyped because everybody's saying it's dope, and then next thing I know, I go out and buy it, and 2 weeks from now, I'm back to hating it. So I'm going to wait, and then see if, down the line, if people are still having fun with it.
Yeah, and this is an expansion that you're still paying $40 for.
Yeah.
If you have the other two or the season pass or something like that.
Yeah, whatever the prices are. I don't really care because, like I said, I'm not looking at it yet. We also watched a little bit of a new mode called Mayhem Clash, which is what we gathered is essentially Big Team for Destiny. Looked pretty chaotic, but whatever. I'm not going to play it until sometime down the line, potentially, if it lives up to the hype. Our next little topic here, Resident Evil is releasing
a Call of Duty clone.
Yeah. More, yeah.
But it didn't look terrible.
No, surprisingly it didn't.
But it copied the format.
There's a little bit of parkour in it. There's zombies that you can use to fight the enemy team.
Yeah, it's like two factions are going to war in a zombie infested area.
Yeah,
and then they've also got those zombies to contend with.
Yeah, it didn't look bad.
No, pretty good.
You should find the trailer. I was surprised that it looked as interesting as it did because as soon as I read about it, I was like, "Well, here we go. This is another one of those spin-off type things that doesn't belong having the Resident Evil name."
Right.
And you brought up
Operation Raccoon City.
Yeah, Operation Raccoon City. And then I remembered that was terrible from what I understand.
It was really bad.
So I wasn't super interested in it, but watching the trailer is kind of interesting. So I'm hoping that maybe it'll kind of catch my interest down the line. I don't know release dates or anything like that. So
No, I don't think the video had anything about a release date.
No, I don't think so either. But anyways, so that was announced. Check it out. Check out the trailer. Let us know what you think if you watch it. We have a Twitter and stuff. You can communicate with us. It'll be dope. So that's okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we're on to the one thing I wanted. Well, second to the topic of the day. Kingdom Hearts is releasing a game that is called Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. Which shut up for a second. Don't spit your water everywhere.
Fucking stupid.
Oh, it gets worse. So that is going to be apparently the events leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3, which is never getting released. We all know this. It's been in development since Nam. I mean, it's not going to happen. But when I saw this, I saw a graphic that had pictures of 3 covers of Kingdom Hearts games. And remember our genre from back in a bunch of episodes ago, Japanese as shit?
Yep.
We talked, what game was that? Scalebound?
Scalebound.
That was Japanese as shit. Well, Hey, Kingdom Hearts, welcome to the genre. You can introduce yourself.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, they're in there.
Kingdom Hearts.
So the reason I introduced Kingdom Hearts to the Japanese as shit genre is because this game has some this franchise has some games with some of the most asinine names I've ever heard. It's Japanese as shit. Okay, I'm gonna go through the list here of just the games that are like the main games. We have Kingdom Hearts. Cool, that's great. It's nice and simple, straight to the point. Then we have Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Still not bad, right? That's okay. Kingdom Hearts 2. Hey, okay, that's weird. It's weird that it's the 3rd game, but we're calling it Kingdom Hearts 2. That's fine, I guess. Kingdom Hearts Coded. Kingdom Hearts. Now, I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce this. It's Kingdom Hearts, and then it's a 358, and then like a slash, and then 2, and then the word days.
358 over 2 days.
Yeah, that's not how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
You should, though. But apparently it's Kingdom Hearts 358 days over 2, or some acid. Like, what the fuck? That's Japanese as shit. Okay? That's Japanese as shit, number 1. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. That sounds Japanese as shit. And the last one, I hated it the instant it came out because of the name. It was for the 3DS. It was called Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance.
What does that mean?
I have no fucking idea.
Sounds like something that would come from Inception.
I don't even understand. Like,
it has to have 3Ds.
Oh, that's I guarantee that is the reason that those words are next to each other. It had to have 3Ds to match up with the 3DS. It's so Asian. It's unbelievable. It irks me to no end. Like, I want to play the Kingdom Hearts games, but like, come on, man.
Yeah, well, 3's never going to release, so.
Yeah, it's never coming out. Ever. Big Hero 6 is supposed to be in it. It's never happening. But I don't know. That's the Kingdom Hearts news that I had. So I don't know if you're interested in Kingdom Hearts, I don't know if 2.8 is going to catch your attention. Because I don't know if they're games. I don't know if there's movies in there. There's apparently some kind of fucking animated movie. I don't know. It's just holy shit.
It's a Japanese cult. That's what it is.
Yeah. And they're stringing their followers along by promising Kingdom Hearts 3 to keep them interested.
Yeah, it's been promised since I was in high school.
Like I said, it's been in development since Vietnam War. So it's not happening, guys. I'm sorry. It's just I didn't want to break your hearts, but anyways. So what have you been playing this week? Anything interesting?
Just Madden, and I've been playing a hell of a lot of Metal Gear Solid.
How is that?
That game is so dope.
I haven't got
that game is probably good. That game's probably my game of the year so far.
Really?
If like I don't and nothing else is going to come out. Like, you can't call a game of the year like a game that comes out like a year before September, like last year they did with Dragon Age.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Metal Gear Solid easily wins game of the year. I think it's a lock. The game's fantastic.
I'm super butthurt that I haven't gotten to play it yet, but like every time I go to play a game, I feel like I should be recording, or we should be making or I should be streaming or something. But I'm definitely going to play it at some point. It looks awesome from what I've seen. Just the fact that you can use your box as a sled is hilarious.
Yeah, and my favorite feature is easily the helicopter
with the music.
And then you can put any theme to it, and oh my god, hearing the John Cena theme play like when your helicopter comes in and starts shooting is so amazing.
That sounds fucking great. Honestly, it does.
It really is. They give you a lot of freedom in the game. Like, it is stealth essentially, but it doesn't punish you as much if you don't. Like, I think you may lose like maybe just like $2,000 towards your total payout for the mission. You get paid like a fuck ton. So
that's good.
And the thing is, like, you are encouraged to do stealth because you have to build your army, and you build your army mostly through captured enemies.
Nice.
So you
Slaves.
can't really, yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome.
And then if you do good enough, I guess you get people voluntarily defecting, and you can find, cool. Like, I found a puppy, and that puppy is now in my army.
That's awesome.
I have a horse. I have a sheep. And I just picked up this sniper called Quiet.
Oh, yeah, the chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super weird, but, man.
Apparently there was a bug for a while.
I think it's still around.
With having her in your party. It's fixed for PC and PS4, but it's not fixed for Xbox One yet.
It was like for 2 missions or some shit, but I'm not even close to those. Like, I'm still on like mission 6 because they just keep giving you like the side missions, and you can literally, you don't even have to do missions. You can just, you can go in like to a free mode sort of thing, and you'll like drop in Afghanistan, and you'll be able to go around and clear outposts, get materials.
Yeah, everybody's been super like positive about Metal Gear Solid, so.
Yeah, I can't really, I mean, other than like obvious like no co-op, but
yeah,
I can't really find anything negative to say about the game.
That's good. I'm looking forward to playing it. I just got to get some time. It's tough. Speaking of Madden, dude, I love the Draft Champions mode so much.
Draft Champions is a great mode. That's what MUT should have been.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the way that it plays, like you should have a new team after every season.
Yeah,
just how it is in
awesome.
Draft Champions.
It's so fun. Like, I don't know why it's fun. I think it's just because you get to play with so many different players and play styles and shit.
Yeah, you can't really have an overpowered team, and if you don't pick right, you can have a really shitty team.
Yeah, I've been there, done that a couple times. Yeah, that game mode is so surprisingly fun to me. Man, I think it's one of the best additions to Madden in a long time.
Yeah,
in terms of game modes, like. The only other thing I could think that had a bigger impact than that was the Superstar mode when it originally came out.
Oh yeah, because they actually had shit for you to do. You could take movie roles. You had a whole pre-draft process where you did like an IQ test and
did the drills and shit.
Yeah,
that was awesome. But Draft Champions is the best thing in a while.
And they give you really good like players, and they just keep adding. Like I think this week they added that bum safety from the Cowboys, Roy Williams, and Torrey Holt.
Can you tell he's an Eagles fan?
to draft shit. He's a dirty player though.
Torrey Holt.
No,
I know you're talking about Roy Williams.
Torrey Holt's a beast.
Torrey Holt was the greatest show on turf.
What did they call? What was his big game? Was it big game Torrey Holt? I felt like he was like a TO type of player. I don't really remember, but I just know he was really flamboyant.
He was a beast. Yeah, I don't remember. But who else did they have? Isaac Bruce on that team?
Oh, yeah.
Kurt Warner was a quarterback.
Yeah, Marshall Faulk.
What a squad. Jesus.
Did they ever lose a Super Bowl?
Did they ever lose a game? Anyways, well, since we're on the topic of what we've been playing, that's going to bring us to our topic of the day. Dun, 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 dun. That's our new intro to the segment.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. It's great. It's well thought out. I love it. Anyways, we played. See, this is why we wanted to switch our recording day, because yesterday a new update came out for GTA, which was called the Freemode Events Update. I think if it had to have a name, that's what I would call it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It came out yesterday, and holy shit, we got to play it.
And that shit was fun.
It was great. Now, before we get into the actual update itself, we've always had a shitload of fun in GTA's free mode, just because we've always come up with dumb shit to do. Whether it be GTA 4 jumping off of skyscrapers and trying to land on helicopter blades, or, doing the gate glitch and flying through the air, or just, anything we can think of. Like, let's see who can dive out of a car and get hit by oncoming traffic the hardest.
Yeah, we've always had more fun outside of the structures of the missions. And what this update did was bring chaos, but structured that chaos into something like that. It was super fun to do. Like, what was it? We had to get a case, or we had to get it like a specific vehicle. Was it called Hold the Wheel? Where everybody had to rush to go, and the vehicle ended up being a tractor, and nobody could keep the vehicle for long. So, like, it said get in the vehicle
it was a sudden
to win.
Death. Yeah,
and
sudden death is
I realized that I couldn't get there in time, so I just kept sniping everybody from getting out, and I'm screaming, get in the vehicle, just get in.
I'm running full speed towards a tractor with explosions everywhere. Yeah, got in and we won, and then I split the payout. But first of all, in the beginning of that, I pulled the dumbass move, thought the car was invisible for some reason. Turns out I was in passive mode.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can't use any of my guns. How am I supposed to get this guy out of the tractor? And then I drove through it and it was invisible. I was like, do I have passive mode on?
Could you have blown it up?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. Somebody shot it with a rocket.
Good.
I feel like a tractor would have exploded.
Because I hate that. Because that was like the thing I was a little mad about. I was like, there was some of the shit, like when you're transporting stuff, people can always just get that like glitched big armored truck that that it takes like 100 rockets to blow up.
Yeah. But so it added a bunch of
challenges.
There's challenges, yes, but there's also I don't know if you can call them modes. Well, I think
events.
You would call them events, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go through the little list here and try and read them without jacking up my recording setup here, which I'm already doing. The first one is called, then this is the one we want to try the most. Hunt the Beast.
Yeah.
Basically, you turn into Teen Wolf.
And everybody has to chase after you. I'm guessing that explosives won't work because that it wouldn't really even be fun. And you get superpowers.
You're
right?
A stronger, faster version of yourself. I don't know what that means in terms of the actual game,
right?
Like how much stronger or faster or anything. But in the video, they showed dude running away from like helicopters shooting at him and shit. So I don't know if it's like Saints Row superpowers.
That'd be great.
It would be awesome. And that we really wanted to try that one. We didn't get a chance to.
No, it didn't come
because
up
we obviously we didn't get to play for like 12 hours. We could probably put like 3 hours in. And the events are spread out. They happen every 12 minutes. And it's spread out. It's like separated between the events and the challenges. They just, I guess they're random. I don't know if there's a rotation. I would assume they're random.
Yeah.
So the next one is King of the Castle, which also sounds super fun. You basically get to a building or something like that, and it's like King of the Hill.
Yeah, you get to the highest point and stay there.
You just defend your shit. Sounds so fun. Hot Property. Grab the briefcase and go jump into a car.
We did that one, I think.
No, we didn't. Maybe.
We did the one where that's the one where you have to deliver the package, right?
Be one of the 3 players to hold the briefcase longest to score. No, we didn't do that one.
Okay.
The one we did, you had to like take it somewhere. Moving target. First player to enter this isn't the next event, by the way. Moving target. Marked vehicle will become the moving target. Tasked with safely delivering the vehicle to a designated location. Maybe that's what it was. While the marked vehicle will be durable, it'll take some serious elusive finesse to survive other players' attempts to destroy you before the drop point. Yeah, I think that was the one. Because it was an armored vehicle. But if everybody's shooting at him, it'd probably blow up. Or whatever. Checkpoint challenge we did. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was great.
It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like...
just driving, but you actually have to get out and go on buildings and shit.
What I thought it was going to be is like a checkpoint would appear, and then everybody raced to try and capture that checkpoint, and then when they did, another checkpoint would appear, and everybody raced to that. That's what I thought it was going to be. But what it turned out to be is, as soon as the timer hits 0, a shitload of checkpoints appear around the area, and they give you a general direction, like it said, prepare for checkpoint in southeast. So you just go to the southeast part of the map, and then I think it was 120 checkpoints. There's like a counter at the bottom.
Yeah, and it's just whoever gets the most.
Yeah, whoever gets the most win. Birdman won because he's faggot. But anyways, that one wasn't bad.
Yeah,
they're all over the place.
And there's only one of each checkpoint. Like you can't get one, and then the guy behind you can't get that same checkpoint.
Once they're gone, they're gone. There's a counter on the side. You'll see as soon as you get it, the counter will go down from like 120 to 119 and so on. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I didn't think it was gonna be. Like, if I was just described that, I wouldn't think it was fun, but it actually is, because like they're up in the mountains, they're on top of buildings, they're in the water, on the roads, they're all over the place. Next is Kill List and Kill List Competitive. Take control of some heavy artillery and duke it out with the mercenaries from Meriwether Security.
That sounds cool. Sounds like a horde mode. It sounds like the survival challenges.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's right. I forgot that they described it as almost like a wave by wave type thing. Dead drop. Fight for possession of valuable contraband and see if you can make the drop first in this ruthless smuggler's run. Maybe it was dead drop that we did. No. It was definitely that moving target one, because it was a car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That also sounds fun. Penned In is one that I really want to do.
Is that the one with the dropped dome?
It's the big dome.
Yeah, that's
what happens
cool.
is,
if you're out of it for more, a big dome drops down and you have like a timer to get in. Like all the events have a timer countdown.
Yeah, it's a start.
So you have like 2 minutes to get into this dome, and then you have to stay in the dome until the thing's over, and it just keeps getting smaller.
And it moves around the map, like goes along the roads and shit.
And if you're out of it for more than 7 seconds, you blow up and you're
Is that
done.
what it is?
Yeah, I think it's 7 seconds.
Oh yeah, it says that. Those who are left out of the dome for more than 7 seconds will explode. What you do is you battle. It's like Demolition Derby inside of a giant moving dome.
Yeah, mobile Demolition Derby.
It sounds so cool. I can't wait to play that one. Criminal Damage is basically just blow up as much shit as you can.
Mayhem mode, yeah.
Yeah. Hold the wheel,
which is what we described already.
Yeah, we just talked about that. Basically, we didn't really describe it, but that's the one we played with the tractor. What you have to do is get in a car and be the last one in it when the time runs out. But if nobody's in it when time runs out, it goes to that sudden death mode we talked about. Pretty fun. It was a tractor, which is terrifying because they're slow as shit. But yeah, that's not bad. And then time trial that's always on the map. I don't think that like comes up. There's a time trial on the map. I don't know if if you complete that, another one comes up or something.
I think that's how it is. Yeah.
So those are just your basic get from point A to point B in a certain amount of time. I suck at it, clearly, because I haven't even been fucking close. But anyways, and the last thing is they added challenges, which is, I think, probably one of the cooler parts, because it's shit that we would try to do. And now they added it in a fashion where we can make money. Let's see the list here. Who can drive the farthest without crashing? Who can fall the longest distance without dying? Now, we did that one and we were super confused. If I had one complaint about this update, it's that the instructions are sometimes a little unclear. Fall the distance without the greatest distance without dying. You would think you just fly up as high as you can and jump out and then hit the parachute at the last second.
You're still falling.
That's not the case. What it means is basically just jump off the top of a building and free fall to the ground and hope you don't die. There's another one, which is what we thought the first one was, where you try to open your parachute closest to the ground without dying. And our buddy Titan, you may have heard him on previous episodes, he opened his parachute 2.3 feet before the ground.
It's crazy.
2 feet. I was butthurt. He won, obviously. What else do we got here? Yeah, many other ways to risk your neck. And so
we had the upside down flying one too. That was
who could fly upside down for the longest in one stretch. So there's shit that we haven't even played or don't know about, which all of it's awesome. Oh, longest bailout of a car, I heard, is on the list.
Yeah, that was the one that we wanted to try first.
That sounds awesome. So, man, I didn't expect an update like this. I don't know.
No, they didn't. They're really keeping their updates under wraps. I just hope that they keep going.
They're doing it
because I want more cars. I want more clothes. I want more guns.
Well, before this, their updates, they had leaks here and there. We knew we were getting shit. I didn't hear dick about this update until it came out.
Mm-mm.
All of a sudden, they're GTA update, new Freemode. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, I didn't the 2 days up to launch is when I first heard of it.
With these events, as they're called, there's no lobbies, there's no waiting. They happen in the free mode that you're in, just willy-nilly. All of a sudden it'll say get ready for whatever, get ready for penned in or whatever, and it'll give you a little timer to get to a location or just to get ready for it. And you don't have to participate. You could just not go to the place or not be into it. But the weird part is, even if you don't actually participate, you can dick around with the other people. I had a guy who we were doing the checkpoint thing, and he was just chasing me around with a jet, shooting missiles at me, being a real grade A asshole.
And even when we were doing the skydive one, some dude kept trying to shoot us.
Yeah, so I mean that's stuff that you'll always have to deal with in a GTA free mode. Obviously, it's not that bad, but it is a bit annoying. But hey, they give you the option to play that way, so I guess we have to put up with it. That's the only thing I don't like about free mode in GTA is 90% of people are giant dicks. I mean, I was just trying to get to a time trial checkpoint, like, to start it, and I kept getting shot in the face. I had to put it on passive mode. I don't like to put it on passive mode in case I have to, pull some shit.
Yeah.
But I had to, because people are reckless as hell. So, what else would you like to see from GTA? More cars and shit?
Yeah, I just want them to keep adding cars, guns. Guns, I mean, there aren't enough guns for me. Clothes and cars are always fun, and just stop making them like all $1 million cars. Like,
yeah. Some more like basic ass cars would be cool. It'd be funny. Yeah. And like, I hope they keep adding more of these like challenges and shit. Unless there's a bunch of them that I don't know about. But yeah, I'm into it, man. That session we had yesterday was fun as hell.
Yeah, it was.
Like, it was a lot more fun than recent GTA sessions have been, because when we would play free mode before, and I'm sure a lot of people go through this, you'll play it and, have an idea like, oh, let's go jump off this jump and see if we can land this way or in the train or something. But then once you do that, you got nothing going on. And you're just kind of standing there like, well, what do we do now? Now with these events, you could just hang out for a little bit, and next thing you know, you have a challenge to do, and it's another way to make money, which is something that we've always complained about.
Yeah.
You could hang out in free mode and do whatever, but then you run out of money. And then you have to go through, lobbies and loading screens and hope to God that it works. Because as, most people know, GTA has some connection issues. We had troubles even getting into the same game yesterday.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so now there's a new way to make money, and they don't pay terribly.
Well, I played pretty good for that hold the wheel thing. It was like 12,000.
Yeah, I got $12,000 for winning that shit. I'll take that all day.
Not bad.
I think we watched a video where the dude got 50,000 for a checkpoint
for the time trial.
Yeah, for the time trial. That's crazy. That's good. That's good though. I mean,
yeah, it's a good way to rank up without having to sit there and slug through some of the missions or
I think the best
farm heists.
The best part about it is it just happens. You don't have to go through those goddamn loading screens. Just booting up the game, I'm like, oh yeah. Now I remember this game takes 70 years to load. So now you get into free mode and you can make some cash. Just got to put in a little work, win some damn challenges. Shit. It's super cool that they just kind of snuck this update out, like with no kind of hint of it. Like, we knew about heists before they came out. Like, we knew that was a thing.
Yeah.
And most updates, like I said, we kind of get a hint about. This just was all of a sudden, hey, new update's coming out this week. So that's awesome. I'm super pumped. I want to play GTA more. And this is going to turn into the GTA podcast again. If you were with us in the beginning.
If they keep updating it every month, that'd be great.
I mean, hey, they deserve us talking about it if they keep updating it. So we're at like 38 minutes. You got anything else you want to talk about?
I mean,
shit, we can talk about whatever.
The Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is free.
Ooh, is it?
I downloaded that.
I need to.
I'll probably play that maybe a little bit. Like, I don't have too much time later tonight.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I work at 11, so I got plenty of time.
Yeah, I work at 10, but I gotta take somebody to work.
Hi, Jordan.
Yeah, this is the part where I tell you about how awkward this recording is.
It's
my girlfriend's sitting on the couch,
judging the shit out of you when you're not looking.
I can feel it.
Hilarious.
I can feel it. It's not great. Stop looking at her, man. I'm gonna throw these scissors at her. She gets to sit behind us and be all silent while we record. It's really weird.
Yeah, the only other thing I have, was going to talk a little bit about Mad Max because I did like it at first, but now I've played it a little more and the missions are really boring.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm right now I wouldn't recommend it.
That's weird because it looked like it was going to be good.
I mean, it's not terrible. The fighting is great. The car combat is great. I just don't like the missions and the illusion that you're surviving, because you have to collect water, collect food, collect all that. But I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. We did get the Humble Bundle, the Tom Clancy's Humble Bundle.
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh man, and I did want to play some of that, but we didn't get a chance to.
Well, we can definitely maybe get some of that in tonight.
Blacklist.
Do some co-op, hilarity, record it.
Yeah, because some of the most fun times we've had are with Splinter Cell.
Yeah, we played Conviction and it was hilarity.
Right. So there's that, and then next week, I think one game comes out next week, but I can't remember what it is. But there were 2 games that came out next week that I wanted to talk about, which was the game I can't remember. And if you pre-order NBA 2K, you can get it 4 days early.
Oh, really?
And they just released a new trailer for the story mode, and it looks like something straight out of HBO drama. Like, your character is going through everything.
Really?
Like, all the struggles of being an NBA superstar. Like, your agent is like, I made you. You better never forget that. Like, some stuff like that.
I don't even like basketball, and I want to get that game just because.
Spike Lee, I always say it, Spike Lee made this career mode, and I just love the effort put into it. Like,
it's something we've talked about before, where we want to we would like if that would be in more games,
right? Because it's showing that, like, the life of an athlete isn't all glamour and sunshine. Like, there are some hard times behind it, and I guess they're finally trying to show that in this NBA. And I would love if Madden did something like that too, because especially today, like, all these athletes are doing drugs, beating women. Like, there's obviously some shit going on.
Yeah, and we should be able to
see that,
to like play that out in our games.
Like, when I create a character in Madden and I go through, he has no personality. Like, I can't choose to be an asshole. I can't choose to be an Andrew Luck. There's no emotion, nothing keeping me going in that. To where 2K, you're following your guy's story through and through. Like, every week there's something going on.
The other game wasn't FIFA 16, was it?
No.
Because I'm not seeing much that comes out next week. We're talking the 22nd, right?
Well, the NBA comes out the 24th. Maybe it was just I had another date mixed up with that. Because I remember I did think that Rock Band came out that week, but it didn't. So maybe it was just. I know it was just like the 2K was the big thing coming out this month. I don't remember anything else coming out this month. Yeah, I see
that now. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 comes out the 29th. That's the only
same day that 2K comes out.
Yeah. All right.
That was about it.
Yeah. Do I have anything? Rocket League is tuning their ranked system, which is nice because it was jacked up when it first came out.
Was it?
Yeah, I forgot I wanted to mention this. You know how every time we played a little bit of ranked, right?
A little bit, yeah.
And when you win a match, you get like 8 or 9 points, and then when you lose a match, you lose like the same amount of points. But now it's scaled differently so that if you win a difficult match, you get more points, but if you lose a difficult match, you lose less. So now it's going to be easier to rank up. So that's cool. I still want to play more Rocket League.
Yeah, we only lost like once or twice in ranked.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't want to play doubles because that's too much pressure.
Yeah.
And I like to blame it on the random guy if we lose.
Yeah, we were pretty on point. Like,
yeah.
It's
funny because we don't even actually communicate.
It's completely unintentional. Like, we got the silent treatment with each other. Like, oh, he sees me going, and my center shots are on point.
Meanwhile,
unintentionally.
We're talking about the most asinine shit. Like, we're talking to each other, but not about what we're supposed to be doing. No. But somehow we just know. Yeah. Super awesome.
Yeah, Rocket League is a great game.
It is. It's super awesome. If you don't have it, get it. 100% get it. You'll love it. So that pretty much wraps up the gaming portion of our podcast, which is basically all it is. Be on the lookout for videos, man. We're starting to pick up steam in that department finally. We got one out, one on the way, and a bunch of footage on deck.
And guys, I'm getting big boy internet.
Birdman is getting big boy internet.
Big boy internet. I'm a real boy now.
It's so exciting. I'm so proud of him. He'll be able to play without lagging and stream if he wants to. And
I'm so streaming.
Oh, it's going to be great.
In my underwear.
So, don't do that.
Get flagged.
Well, I mean,
Just the camera will be on my like on my taint.
Just and have it labeled
no gameplay.
Have it labeled taint cam. You want to how to get banned on Twitch immediatly?
So dumb.
Well, girls are allowed to show boobies, man. Why can't we have
free the nipple?
That was like an Instagram movement for a while.
It still is.
Dumb. Yeah, we're gonna have taint cam. That's the We Can't Respawn staples taint cam. That'd be the worst. Could you imagine turning into a stream with just the dude's taint? Says he's playing Rocket League. It's just that'd be terrible.
He doesn't even show the gameplay.
No,
just his taint.
You hear him clicking buttons, and all you can see is his taint. Oh god, this podcast took a weird turn.
That's super weird.
But anyways, videos. We have the part 2 of Madden coming out, so we'll have more Madden gameplay. We'll have some Rocket League out. We have some GTA footage. We're going to get some Splinter Cell. Because even though those are old, they're going to be fun.
Yeah, the age of the games doesn't really matter.
Not to us, anyways.
No.
So that's good. Man, I don't know what we're doing on the sticker front yet.
I was just going to say, like, we should... Hopefully them stickers we got to find out.
We got to figure something out with the stickers.
It's called Disney. They're good at pumping out fucking products. It's sponsored by Disney.
I don't think Disney's going to field our calls.
Let's just get sponsored by Disney. We just can't curse no more.
It's so soft. It's hard for me. I'm trying to cut down because I swear a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
I swear a lot, like way more than I should on here and on like videos and stuff. So I'm trying to not. Like, I'm not trying to full-blown censor myself, but I'm trying to substitute other words in.
Right, yeah.
But
nobody wants to hear somebody just say fuck after every other word.
Yeah, but I'm also not trying to say, like, fudge or freaking. So, if it's going to be anything, it's going to be fuck. That's just the way it is. So, yeah, that we got to get on the stickers. We definitely have to get that situated. I'm also... This podcast is going to be on YouTube. It's not going to have video because...
Yeah,
trust me, nobody wants to see
not video of us anyway.
Yeah, and I'm uploading it there, so there's another outlet for people to listen. If you choose to go that way, then cool. It's just gonna be our logo and us bullshitting. So you could check that out. I want to add a couple pages to our website, but that will probably be a little further down the line because that'll take a little bit of work. But I want to add a page, like a front page. And then we'll have the podcast page, and then maybe an about page. We're still waiting on the script for our secret video, which it's slowly working. It's working its way.
He's actually working on it.
Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. We should record, we should film that recording and, put out bloopers. I think it'll be hilarious.
I do too.
But anyways, that wraps up episode 14 for us.
19.
14?
19.
The fuck did I get
14 was one after the Newbie Groupers episode.
Bro, where did I get 14?
I have no clue. You're fucking up. See, this is why you leave intros to me.
But this is the outro. And before every episode, I'm like, yo, what number is this?
And I'm like, blah, blah. And you're like, nah, what for? Oh,
I have to
you're always right.
I go check, and he's always right.
Never believe.
I just said episode 14.
Believe me on anything I ever say.
Shut up, yes,
double check it. It's all right.
Fact check, man.
We're good. We're still on fire.
Who's on fire? Yeah, new
every
schedule.
Week.
So
I mean, yeah, it's still going to be every week. We're just moving it back a day so we can talk about current.
For you guys, it's back a day. For us, the recording's moved 3 days, but it's for the benefit of the podcast, right. Completely.
Right.
So, go buy some Alpha Brain. Go buy some cheap fuel. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to do that. But those are great products, by the way.
Right.
This is episode 19. I'm Elite. That's Birdman.
Yep.
So we're going to get on out of here. We Can't Respawn. We out.